Welcome back to the program. We're still discussing the security challenges in Niger State, especially the recent innovation in a Shiroro local government area. To discuss this is the co-convener, Concerned Shiroro Youth of Niger State. A pleasure having you with us on the program, Mr. Bello Ibrahim.
Thank you for having me.
Now, before we went on the break, the state government had said that locals, especially from Galape and Kudodo, did not alert security personnel when they noticed suspicious movement. How will you react to this?
That is totally incorrect. It is on record the locals around Galape, Kudodo, and other adjoining villages cited a joint team of bandits as well as Boko Haram elements. For emphasis, I want to let you know that we have elements of Boko Haram in Shiroro local government that are being led by one Malan Sadiku. All this information is at the disposal of the government. So the locals actually cited these vermins gathering momentum in those vicinity, and they alerted the appropriate organs of government of the gathering. And it is also on record, even when they were moving towards Galadima-Kogo, the locals as well alerted the people of Galadima-Kogo that these terrorists were on their way to invade Galadima-Kogo. That was what gave safe passage to some civilians that are currently in Zumba IDP camp. What actually transpired? The local vigilantes that are stationed in Galadima-Kogo, which are under the supervision directive of the Ministry for Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Community Development, and as well as internal security, were depleted prior to that attack. The numbers were depleted from God knows where. Up till now, we've asked a series of questions as to where the security men were moved to. Up till now, there hasn't been any categorical statement in respect of that. As a matter of fact, the only thing we've heard from the government are contradictory statements. In one breath, the Commissioner for Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Internal Security is denying that security personnel were moved out of Galadima-Kogo, whereas in another breath, the Chief Press Secretary to the Governor of Niger State made a press release yesterday wherein she admitted that indeed security men were withdrawn for tactical reasons, as they will want us to believe. So the government on its part is even contradicting itself, but I'm telling you authoritatively, as one person that is on ground and in touch with reality, our security personnel that were stationed at Galadima-Kogo were actually depleted. For God knows why. Up till now, the government has failed to answer this question. To also buttress our point, about 3-4 weeks ago, telecommunication services were disrupted in Shiroro local government. This came after the president gave a directive for a holistic military operation in Niger State, particularly in Shiroro, Muya, Araki, because this is the hotbed of terrorism. Because what we are dealing with now is terrorism. It is no longer banditry. Unfortunately, when these telecommunication services were disrupted, we all ran to town with joy, hoping that the directives of the president would be followed to the letter and we were going to find succor. And just 4 days after the restoration of the telecommunication network, and what we have now is the marauding bandits, terrorists, are sacking homes. It is not just Galadima-Kogo. They are rampaging our communities, and everywhere is filled up with IDP camps. So
Mr. Ibrahim,
on a nutshell, yes. Yes, I can hear you.
So quickly now, Mr. Ibrahim, so that we can wrap up this conversation. Going forward, what do you think, which way do you think the government can go to ensure that the people are protected and this incident doesn't rear its ugly head anymore?
First of all, there should be the political will to actually decimate these criminals, because it is unfortunate that the president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces of the federal order, that the operation in Niger State, and up to now we've not seen any. We have not seen any massive military operation going on in Shiroro local government and Niger State at large. The political will should be there. The government should do the needful. because even the locals knows where these terrorists are, and we've always forwarded this information to the appropriate organ of government. So we believe the political will is still lacking. The government should harness local resources in fighting these criminals. Yes, we understand we have a very difficult terrain, but as much as the terrorists can access those terrain, it also means the good guys can also access them.
Okay, Mr. Ibrahim, Mr. Bello Ibrahim, a pleasure sharing your thoughts with us, the co-convener concerned Shiroro youth of Niger State.